Oh my goodness, my stomach. But look guys, look. It's one of my greatest achievements, Wario Land 4 on the Game Boy Advance.
Hey, it's Retro, or some of you know me, Caleb. Today, I'm going to be telling you some things about a character who, in my opinion, is quite underappreciated. Who is that character, though? An overweight, mean, crazy stash gremlin who lusts for treasure, Wario. After the first Super Mario Land success on the Game Boy, Nintendo handed over development of the second Mario Land game to dev team R&D 1, the team that had previously worked on Metroid. The team wasn't comfortable working on a Mario-style platformer without their own unique gameplay twist. So, they created Wario, a main villain who is essentially an evil Mario. After Wario's initial appearance in Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins, he became a protagonist for his own games. This was the first ever time that any Nintendo villain had gotten the big spotlight. This was a huge moment for the company and Wario. The first few games that he was the protagonist in were Wario Land, Virtual Boy Wario Land, Absolute Dumpster Fire, Wario Land 2, 3, and 4. We'll revisit these games in a moment though, because they were incredible and incredibly significant to Wario's character. In 2003, Wario's first 3D game was released for the GameCube, making this his first appearance on a home console. This game was definitely my second favorite. During this time, he also got a brand new series called WarioWare, which completely changed the format of any Nintendo series before this. The WarioWare games consisted of various theme minigames that were timed, and the more you played, the faster the games got. Now, let's go talk about the Wario Land series. As Super Mario Land 2 showed the company, a change in format can be great and work out in every which way. People loved Wario's introduction, and even though he was a gross garlic-eating foe, he was still so loved. Everyone was shocked by this. Even the Nintendo Power magazine's writers expressed their love for Wario within the text. The Wario Land games continued to evolve each release. Wario Land 1 involved platforming on a hunt for treasure, and Wario Land 2 was pretty much the same, but involved more focus on puzzles, and it had a huge new element. Some enemies that Wario would encounter could hurt him to the point in which he was transformed, with examples being Wario as a ball, Wario as a bubble, Wario as a spring, Wario set on fire, frozen, flat, tiny, puffy and floating, fatter, drunk, and a zombie. Wario Land 3 was typically the same game, but now with more emphasis on puzzles than the last game. Oh, and more transformations, of course. Now, Wario Land 4 was a huge success and considered his best game that he was featured in. It combined all the previous elements that everybody loved, but something was incredibly different about this one. It took advantage of the Game Boy Advance's technology in most ways it could, being the only Wario title at the time for this console. It had wonderful sprite work and art, a fluid and fun platform playstyle, magnificent music, and large levels. In this game, the player would navigate through many levels trying to collect treasure and step on a switch to leave. And the switch would activate a timer and a total change in pace, turning the level you just spent time memorizing and playing through into an adrenaline-rushed run for your life. This somewhat peaceful level you just ventured through would turn into a melting hell, and the music that now played would try to riddle our player with anxiety and fear. All this while Wario tried to tell the player to hurry up. No other main Nintendo game had done this before besides Metroid, but even Metroid wasn't twisted in this specific way. This is what made the Wario Land series as a whole the best series to come from Nintendo. It was different in a vast amount of ways, yet so successful despite being pretty dark. Wario Land 4 did the best out of any of these games though, and it was the most different. That's why they were copycats, trying to capture this essence that Wario Land 4 did so well, with Wario Master of the Skies and Pizza Tower being good examples of this. Wario Master of the Skies was an official Nintendo DS game, but Pizza Tower is a great game that is not endorsed by Nintendo at all, and still undergoing development, but very promising. So, there you go, Wario. I really don't know how else to conclude this video, so just have this. Wario was a great addition to the Nintendo universe, and he goes underappreciated in my opinion. If you haven't played Wario Land 4 or Wario World, go ahead and play them. Wonderful games with a wonderful character, wonderful soundtracks, and all. This has been Retro, signing off. This video's over. You can drop some